सबसे ज्यादा कॉम्प्लीमेंट्स किस चीज में मिलते थे when you were young?
Good looks were definitely. I hated. I think somewhere people still misunderstand fairness with beauty, but actually it has no connection. Like you can have the most perfect nose and you'll still look like shit because you're just like your shit is on the inside.
How were you in school?
I was a very obedient child.
आज्ञाकारी बच्चा.
आज्ञाकारी बच्चा. Not anymore. Take me to school now.
तो बचपन में लाइक बहुत इंटेलेक्चुअल.
बहुत या लाइक I don't play games. So this was a recent. मुझे ना वीडियो गेम खेलने का मन कर रहा है.
Nice.
So I'm just telling all my friends.
आप normal हैं.
Yeah. Hey, at 34, I've made it. I like to play games now.
How do you spend your money?
A couple of years ago, I bought an apartment which is sea facing, and I did it only because I wanted to see the sunrise.
तो success क्या होता है?
If you ask me what's my real goal in life, मुझे बहुत सारी जिंदगी जीनी है इसी जिंदगी में. That's my goal.
What's your love language?
Affirmations. Somebody who's positive.
Words.
Yeah. And time, physical time.
One thing which every man inculcate in their life to make their relationships better.
Just listen to your woman.
What was the biggest heartbreak and why did it happen? इस पूरे एपिसोड को स्टार्ट करने से पहले हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए, क्योंकि जितना आप सब्सक्राइब करेंगे उतना ही ज़्यादा ये बड़ा चैनल होगा, और जितना बड़ा ये चैनल होगा उतने बेहतर गेस्ट हम आपके लिए ला पाएंगे, ताकि हम आपको और बेटर वैल्यू दे पाएँ. आगे बढ़ने से पहले राजशमानी क्लिप्स एंड राजशमानी शॉर्ट्स को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए, क्योंकि वहाँ पर हम इस बड़े एपिसोड की छोटी छोटी क्लिप्स डालते हैं, ताकि कम समय में हम आपको ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा नॉलेज दे पाएँ. और इस पूरे एपिसोड का ऑडियो वर्जन स्पॉटिफाई पे अवेलेबल है, जहाँ पे आप हमें जाके फॉलो कर सकते हैं. एंजॉय द शो.
Are we rolling on?
There's no start stop.
Thank you. This is such a important thing that must be done in every interview possible, because I feel like mostly जो कोई भी interview या podcast के लिए लोग आते हैं, it's like on and off के पहले हम थोड़ा बदल जाते हैं, और actually बदलने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है.
Yeah.
But I don't know why that happens.
सबका फॉर्मेट अलग अलग होता है ना. बहुत लोगों के लिए बहुत लोगों के लिए काम हो सकता है, बहुत लोगों के लिए एक एजेंडा होता है. मेरे लिए ये एक है कि एक इंसान है जो मैं जेन्युइनली क्यूरियस हूँ जानने के लिए, नहीं तो मैं करूँगा ही नहीं. I'm very secure that way.
Thank you for letting me do this with you. That would have been really, I would have been heartbroken if I found out that you said you don't want to do this podcast with me. I would have been like, ऐसी क्या कमी थी मुझे?
ऐसा कुछ नहीं है
कि राज decided to not do this with me.
Who are you as a person, and like what should I know about you that made you as a person who you are today? Give me context and give everybody context. कि क्या हुआ ऐसे बचपन में या life before work, क्या था कि that has those incidents or those things have made you a person who you are today?
Basically बचपन में मैं बहुत ही उत्सुक थी ये जानने के लिए कि who am I. ये सवाल मेरे लिए बहुत, I think कि मेरे डायरी का सबसे पहला
बचपन में
like
who am I is a question
is the first line. वो पहला लाइन था जो मैंने अपने डायरी में, अपने पर्सनल डायरी में लिखा था.
कितने साल की हो गए थे?
मेरे हिसाब से मैं 12 साल की होंगी जब मैंने लिखा था. एंड और मैं बहुत हमेशा सोचती थी कि यार क्या करने के लिए हम यहाँ हैं और हम यहाँ क्यों हैं. ये सब बहुत ही एग्जिस्टेंशियल सवाल बहुत ही बचपन में थे मेरे लिए. But I have no answer to it. I don't actually know why I was so existential at 12. And मेरे सारे दोस्त मुझसे काफ़ी उम्र में बड़े होते थे. अगर हम किसी पार्टी में हैं तो I'll always catch hold of the 40-year-old person and sit and chat with that person. और मेरी उम्र के लोग शायद मुझे बहुत ही एक अजीब नज़र से देखते थे कि ये मतलब शायद इसीलिए मैं बचपन में कूल नहीं थी. You know, like बचपन में कूल होने के लिए आपका एक जोन होना चाहिए.
क्या जोन होना चाहिए?
मतलब जो ज़्यादा इंटेलेक्चुअलाइज नहीं करे किसी चीज़ को, बस कूद पड़े करते वक्त. आजकल हम यही चीज़ लाइफ में बढ़ने के लिए आगे यूज़ कर रहे हैं. बट ये जब आप अपने अडल्टहुड में यूज़ करते हो तो यही आपको सीढ़ी ऊपर की तरफ ले जाता है. लेकिन जब आप इसे बचपन में यूज़ करो तो ये आपको सीढ़ी नीचे की तरफ ले जाता है. इट्स वेरी स्ट्रेंज. हम वही सेम चीज़ें कर रहे हैं लेकिन अब हम अडल्टहुड में कर रहे हैं.
तो बचपन में लाइक बहुत इंटेलेक्चुअल,
बहुत, या लाइक आई डोंट प्ले गेम्स. In fact, my best friend hates me because they used to play Ludo and everything. हम shorts के बीच में कोई ना कोई कुछ ना कुछ खेल रहा होता था. तो I'd be like, I don't play games.
Really?
Just to be cool. This is my idea of being cool. Is that I don't play games. But it's very strange. मेरे साथ recently ये बात हुई. मैं एक gaming arcade में गई थी. किसी का birthday था. और मैं उसी gaming arcade में बहुत बार पहले गई.
जा चुकी.
मेरा आज तक वो मन नहीं हुआ कि मैं जाके गेम खेलूं. मैं वो बंदी थी जो साइड में खड़े रह के I'll be eating something or I'll be drinking something or I won't be like sitting and playing. Or I'll talk to someone, I'll do some time pass but I will not play. इस बार पता नहीं मुझे क्या भूत चढ़ा और मैं गई और मैंने खेला. और मुझे I was actually doing that game, जहाँ पर आप you're shooting like I don't know, evil things popping out of the screen, and I was just playing that, and all of a sudden I had a moment where I was like, this is exactly what I'm doing with my life and my career. It's exactly what I'm doing with my life and my career. I wanted to just be fully there, and I was just wanting to achieve by killing that. I felt like I'm just going to achieve what I want to achieve by killing this guy. And then I'd move on to the next. And then I'd kill the other guy. Then I'd move on to the next. And then I'd kill that guy. And then I'd move on to the next. And I would just be at it. And every time my eyes would move, I would just be like trying to find that एक red spot रहता है where you like it comes up and that's what you're supposed to point at. और मैंने आज तक कभी ऐसे मतलब फिल्म सेट पे शायद कोई गन उठा के मैंने किया होगा बट ऐसे में कभी गन उठा के खेला नहीं है तो मुझे पता है आई एंड हैंड कोऑर्डिनेशन इज टेरिबल. So but I went for it and I was like, and when it got over it was great, but I wasn't attached to it anymore. And that's what kind of gave me like a full life perspective. But essentially, this is all I'm doing. I'm here. I'm doing it with मतलब 500% जिंदगी का सब उसके अंदर है. But जब वो हो जाता है, उसके बाद move on. Like it's done, and it doesn't. Then they're not attached to it. So this was a very very recent, like maybe एक आध हफ्ते की बात है मेरे साथ ये हुआ. And और अब मुझे ना वीडियो गेम खेलने का मन कर रहा है.
Nice.
So I'm just telling all my friends.
आप नॉर्मल हैं.
Yeah, hey, at 34, I've made it. I like to play games now.
Have you ever played PS2, PS4?
No, मेरा भाई खेलता था बचपन में and I'd be like, what is this rubbish, pagal? And now I'm like, I would really like to go back to my brother and say, you know what? In fact, that's the next call I would make to him that कि भाई मेरे को अभी खेलने का मन है.
अब ये करना है.
Yes, like this is important.
I will do this for you. Don't worry. If your brother is like in New York, I can do that. I can be this your.
Let's do this. This will be the next time we meet. We'll be like, let's specifically meet to play a video game.
Done. And मैं ऐसे video games बनाऊंगा जो first level वालों के लिए like it's good. Like
listen,
you love
don't underestimate the power of a common man.
I'm not.
What if I do a great job? What if I blow your mind and be like, अरे ये तो पैदाइशी मतलब genius है. ये तो video game खेलने के लिए बनी है.
No, I used to love games. I mean, you can see it clearly.
Yeah.
मेरे घर पे भी बहुत सारा like there's basket here there, walking paths लगे हुए. I'm obsessed. मेरे को बहुत मजा आता है.
So now we can be friends.
हाँ, you said something very interesting कि मैं लाइफ में भी ये कर रही हूँ kill and next go to the next level.
Yeah.
Right? किसको kill करना है लाइफ में? क्या kill कर रहे हो?
Goals, na? Kill is more like
not
whatever.
People.
Not people. Honestly, I am that person. I would not waste a bullet on anyone. I'm too like I don't.
Forgiving?
No, it's not about forgiveness. I just feel like it's not worth your time and energy. Like ऐसे बहुत बार हुआ है कि किसी ने मेरे साथ कुछ बहुत बुरा किया है, कहा है. I'm like, do I really want to invest in this? Do I really want to put my energy into trying to give this person back? No, I want to work towards myself and my own happiness and my own life because मैं उसको जवाब देते देते अपना सिर्फ वक्त बर्बाद करूँगी और कुछ नहीं. और इसीलिए शायद मैंने आज तक कभी भी किसी भी चीज़ का ना तो रिवेंज लेने का सोचा है और ना ही कभी कर पाऊंगी बिकॉज आई फील लाइक इट्स जस्ट.
ये कब चेंज आया लाइफ में?
हाँ जी,
ये चेंज कब आया लाइफ में?
ऑलवेज. आई हैव जस्ट नॉट बीन समबडी हु थॉट दैट. शायद कुछ वक्त जब मैं छोटी थी बहुत वक्त तक बुरा लगता था. I'd be pent up and I would crib about it or talk about it to my friends or feel dejected. वो शायद मुझ में feeling linger होती थी काफी टाइम तक, बट मैं उसका कुछ करती नहीं थी.
आपके यहाँ भाई बहन कोई?
I have a brother.
Are you different, both of you?
We're extremely different people.
Explain.
I think he's the nicer human. I'm a bit sadu.
Okay.
I'm a bit of a grump at home.
Cranky.
Like with my, not cranky, but a little bit of a grump. Like I'll be like sitting like this. And I'll just be like at home with my mom and dad. Like जो मेरे बहुत ही करीबी लोग हैं, बोलते क्या सड़ी है, why can't you just ऐसे मुंह बना के बैठी है, you know, why can't you like be choppy and happy sort of situation. But my brother has always been the more happier kid, cooler kid, funner kid.
Okay.
He had more friends than I had.
Okay.
He's a doctor, but he's teaching right now in the State University of New York.
Sweet.
And he was the most notorious kid in his class, so much so that like teachers used to just like, they used to judge me. They used to think I will be like my brother, so they'll be like, you're Bhatia's sister, no? So you'll also be like him. So I'll be like, no, ma'am, I am not like him. I am a good, I will listen. But he was notorious to the next level. And उसके चर्चे ऐसे हैं कि अभी भी जो उसको बचपन से जानते हैं और जो मेरे मॉम डैड के फ्रेंड्स हैं, उनको बहुत विविड मेमोरीज हैं एंड बहुत ही फेमस है वो. सो आई वाज द लिटिल मोर लाइक नॉट विजिबल चाइल्ड फ्रॉम द टू ऑफ अस. ही वाज द लिटिल मोर
out there,
तड़कता भड़कता. Yeah, he was the more fun child.
Did it bother you kabhi bachpan mein
that he was the more tadakta bhadakta? I was tadakta bhadakta, but I was in a different way. In my I was a performer, so my moment of glory,
validation and glory would come from performance. The pretty girl, and
so you can only imagine. Like it was, I had immense validation.
And the parents love it.
You know the jam.
I know.
You know the jam.
I know.
My parents have just been like, you know, like they just messed it up for me. They pampered me to a degree ki yaar, I feel really scared to have kids. I'm really scared to have kids.
Why?
Because I'm like, how will I ever level up? How will I ever be able to love and care and nurture somebody so much that they just freaking blossom to another degree? And I think you'll get it. Like Sindhi parents are like, my parents are extremely broad-minded.
Okay.
When I was very young, 13 साल की उम्र की मैं बोल चली कि हाँ मैं हीरोइन बनूंगी. But like, you know, कोई भी और होता तो बोले चुपचाप घर में बैठ जाओ, पढ़ाई करो, whatever. But my father saw the thing in me. Like my mom was concerned, like she was worried. But my dad was like, you know what? You know, she really likes this and I feel like she'll be good at this. And he trusted me at a very, very, very young age. And I was like, yeah, Dad, I want to do this. And, you know, he supported me. And both my mom used to travel with me. तो मेरे साथ वो बाकायदा सेट पे आए हैं. And 8-9 साल, तो मतलब छोटा उनके जिंदगी का बहुत बड़ा
part was to make you a successful person.
Is the reason I am here even sitting with you. So they are very cool parents. मतलब बचपन में भी as kids we were asked what we want to do. Like I swear to God, I have been at the school. I'm at my doorstep. I'm in my school uniform with my bag on my back, and my mom has asked me, क्या हुआ? स्कूल नहीं जाना है क्या? मन नहीं है क्या? I'm like, नहीं, मेरे को फिल्म देखने जाना है. She's like, yeah, cool. So we've gone, sat in a rickshaw, and gone to कभी टाउन में कुछ फिल्में आती थी, and हमने जाके ट्विस्टर फिल्म देखी है. So you know, that's how my family rolled. Like my dad had that, my mom had that quality where there was always a choice was asked. Like, what do you want to do? Do you want to do this or you don't want? Even as a child, why would somebody ask a 6-7-year-old kid कि तुमको क्या करना है? But my parents always asked. Which is what always made us feel like हमें कभी बच्चों जैसा ट्रीट नहीं किया गया, हमें हमेशा अडल्ट जैसा ही ट्रीट किया गया. But the back story of that is, अच्छा अगर अब मैं तुम्हें फिल्म दिखाने गई हूँ, तुम घर आके अपना होमवर्क खत्म करोगे, अपनी पढ़ाई खत्म करोगे, your responsibility needs to be intact. Will you be tortured because you need to take care of your responsibility? Maybe not.
No. How were you in school?
I was a very obedient child.
Obedient?
Yeah, I was an obedient child.
हाँ, सब बात मान, आज्ञाकारी बच्चा.
आज्ञाकारी बच्चा. Not anymore. Take me to school now.
Of rebellious.
Not even rebellious. I'm just like, I don't confine myself anymore. And I'm also not trying to please. Yeah. I'm not trying to please anybody. Because
but
I feel like...
you were trying to please?
Yeah,
You
my
had that
teachers.
personality?
Yeah, I was definitely trying to please my teachers. I was definitely trying to be the good girl. I had the good girl syndrome.
Okay.
But I think you realize that everything is not about good and bad. It is actually so much more than that. And
Do you read philosophy ever?
I used to as a young girl.
There's a German philosopher, Nietzsche.
I've heard of him.
You heard him?
Yeah.
He says, is one of the famous quotes is, everything that is done out of love goes beyond good and evil.
Well, again, a little problematic there. I wouldn't completely. Nietzsche was अच्छा बंदा था. नेक ख्याल थे उसके. लेकिन
पर उसे आज की दुनिया के बारे में नहीं पता था.
Well, Nietzsche, can you come back to 2024 and have a look what's going on? It's a mess out here. Yeah. So yeah. I wouldn't say that, but Nietzsche was a good man.
So good girl syndrome, मुझे आज्ञाकारी जो बोलेंगे, मतलब you wanted to win validation.
No, it was not. It came from I don't want to offend anybody. मेरे वजह से किसी को बुरा नहीं लगना चाहिए.
नहीं, but see that is another thing. You said कि good girl syndrome, मतलब ये इसका मतलब ये भी होता है कि इनकी नजरों में जो अच्छी बच्ची है वो काम करूंगी.
नहीं, वो I didn't have that problem. मेरी प्रॉब्लम अलग थी.
Public pleasing problem.
It wasn't a public pleasing situation. It was more out of how does it make me feel. It always made me feel uncomfortable when somebody was uncomfortable because of me. So I feel like I was always very conscious of not adding to someone's problem or not becoming the problem. Because I felt like there were enough problems and I didn't want to be one of them.
सबसे ज़्यादा compliments किस चीज़ में मिलते थे when you were young? The way you look, the way you talk,
the way I dance.
The way you dance.
The way I danced, yeah. That was my...
बहुत अच्छी
good looks, of course, but like...
What were the typical compliments you would get?
Good looks were definitely... I hate it. I don't stand by it, and I don't... I hate accepting the fact that being fair was...
But did that make you confident in the beginning?
Bad. Like people are like, "Aap itni gori ho," I think somewhere people still misunderstand fairness with beauty, but actually it has no connection. And apart from it being racist, that's one aspect of it. But I just feel like it's wrong because beauty doesn't have anything to do with your skin color or body parts.
True.
Like specifically body parts. It doesn't. Like you can have the most perfect nose and you'll still look like shit. Because you're just like, your shit is on the inside. So just, so I feel like...
Next line was needed.
Yeah. You can have the perfect still feel like, you can still appear like shit. It is true.
Because inside you're feeling
it's bad. A mess. It's never going to look good.
बचपन में इसकी वजह से confidence मिलता था that everybody compliment करते हैं. आप जाते हो 15-20 बच्चों के बीच में, you're like, अरे ये देखो कितनी सुंदर है, ये कितनी अच्छी है.
Yeah. Being a certain way can, as especially as a young girl, because that at that phase of your life, anyway, there's too much peer pressure of every kind. But I think maybe looking a certain way helped me.
Helped you?
Yeah, it helped me.
And did that transcend into एक टाइम बाद वो ऐसा हो गया कि यही चीज़ अब इनसिक्योर बना रही है? क्योंकि बचपन से आज तक हर किसी ने सिर्फ ये कॉम्प्लीमेंट किया है कि मैं कितनी खूबसूरत हूँ, मैं कितनी अच्छी हूँ, हर कोई मुझे ये बोलता है. एंड देन ऑल ऑफ अ सडन नाउ यू आर फीलिंग कि यार मे बी अब मेरी नाक ऐसी नहीं बची, या मेरे लिप्स ऐसे नहीं हुए, या ओ शिट मैं थोड़ी मेरा कलर टैन तो नहीं हो गया. लाइक ऑल ऑफ दैट, डिड दैट get to your head at any point?
No, I think I didn't face an insecurity situation, but I faced a problem where I felt like people just took me for face value. Like everybody just started, I had the feeling that it was just about my looks and it wasn't about me as a performer, as an actor.
But did that bother you?
Yeah, that bothered me. Because for me, I've been when I came into the industry, my idea was meko actor banna hai. Stardom, touch wood, it happened to me. But I think for me, the biggest thing was I wanted to be a performer that actually evokes some kind of emotion. You can have any emotion evoked because of me performing. And as long as I did that, I felt like my job was done. But for me, there came a point where it became too much about my looks and less about what I could bring to the table. And that happens with a lot of women, by the way.
But
it's just, especially in the field I am in, people start thinking that you're dispensable. Because what you can do, everybody else can do. So I feel like
लाती है तो कोई भी ला सकता है.
Because it's true also. There are so many good-looking people. ऐसा मतलब good looks
But why does it bother you? मतलब why not? It's
it bothered me.
Why don't you think it's a good thing? I'm just asking.
No, it bothered me because I felt like my good looks are not the only quality I have.
Fair.
There is many things for me, especially when you're in the acting profession. You are basically becoming a medium to tell a story. So your large job and the most important job is to be able to be that part of the story which elevates the story, which brings in the flesh and blood which is not on paper. Because what's on paper वो तो है ही, वो तो basic है. मतलब that is literally that you're not supposed to just reproduce what is on paper. You're supposed to bring life to what's on paper. And for that, I felt like that's what I was meant to do always. And and when people like now look at, say, anything I do and they say, you're just, there's some X factor, there's something more, and it's like they can't define it. I feel like that's exactly what a performer does. It's when you can't understand why you like the person. Like, आपको सिर्फ उनका एक पीछे दिखने का ढंग आपको पसंद आ जाता है. मतलब क्यों? What is that thing कि आपको किसी बंदे की स्माइल पसंद आती है? Because वो ऐसे स्माइल करता है कि उसकी स्माइल बहुत अच्छी लगती है. I feel like actors have that job that they need to evoke that emotion in people, where they start feeling something through you. And even if you're the most good-looking person on this planet, even then you have to work on your skills. Yeah. So for me, the goal was always to work on my acting, and that's what's been the goal ever since.
Wow, it's a very different perspective. I'm totally trying to understand you, but it's like, how can maybe the business that you're in and the part you're in,
but most actors today ना, आज का ज़माना
like that.
नहीं, राज, आज के ज़माने में I don't think आप survive ही कर पाओगे. आप
मैं बोल ही नहीं रहा, मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि
अगर आप
अच्छा एक्टर नहीं तो नहीं करोगे.
बट ये हर बिजनेस के जैसा भी है ना. अगर आपकी वाई में प्रॉब्लम है ना, तो आपका प्रोडक्ट कभी अच्छा नहीं होगा.
हाँ.
तो आपका अगर गोल ही है कि आई वांट टू बी फेमस,
तो नहीं बन पाओगे.
फिर यू कैन डू एनीथिंग एल्स एंड इट विल मेक यू फेमस.
आप कितना डिफिकल्ट है कि बिकॉज मुझे बचपन से बताया गया कि मैं अच्छा दिखता हूँ या मैं अच्छी दिखती हूँ, ये मुझे बॉदर करने लगा क्योंकि दूसरे लोग मुझे सिर्फ देखने की वजह से ही ले रहे हैं. Like that's such a terrible place to be in.
Sure.
क्योंकि बचपन से सबने ही बोला, and then you were this the thing that gave you confidence is now making you doubt कि क्या यही है क्या, मैं बस इतनी ही हो गया.
Yeah, but I mean that can it also see what happens is an actor's career now. It's extremely it's as unpredictable as an entrepreneur's is. Okay, you don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
One moment you're on the top, people love you, they're worshipping you. Next moment, you have zero sense of story and script, and you chose the worst film of the entire century, and you have zero acting skills. So the night turns really quickly in the job I do. So there is no actual method to the madness. It is like day to day you have to handle the problem.
Live by the day.
Live by the day.
That's working.
The mantra.
Tell me how is it different to work with different people? Because starting with Bahubali, SS Rajamouli, उनकी क्या खासियत है? Why, like, he is every time he comes and then
he's
फट जाता है. Like how?
Because I think he has always been somebody, and not just during Bahubali, but from before. He has always made films in a commercial setup, but very, very high on emotion, extremely high on emotion, extremely, how do I say this? It's like, he will always, for example, bring in the element of a human and an animal relationship in his movies. If you notice all his films, I don't know how much of his films have you watched.
I've seen 2, obviously, which
so
a lot of people have
seen. Again, I'm bringing it really to the grassroots level. All his films, watch Magadira if you haven't seen Magadira.
बहुत लोग बोलते हैं देखने के लिए.
You should, yeah, it's beautiful. It's again a very commercial film, but in a very commercial film, he'll bring an animal and human relationship as one of the fundamental relationships. He's somebody who really gets how to storytell in a way that a person gets fully invested. And while I was working on Bahubali, I also realized his pre-production is next level. He has, before actors come on set, if it's an action piece or a dance piece or any other form, he has already rehearsed it himself. If there was a shot in Magadira where Charan has to come on a horse, he would have already done the shot himself. He would have checked out everything. When I was doing the bow and arrow setup in Bahubali, he was the one who taught me. अच्छा, the joke is मैंने कभी bow and arrow पकड़ा नहीं था, ना ही मैंने कभी sword पकड़ा था अपने हाथ में. And I was coming from another shoot. I was shooting with Mahesh Babu in Switzerland, and I directly came from my shoot to Bahubali set. And I was the last person to be cast for Bahubali. So I had no prep time. I had like 2 days of rehearsal months ago before I could get, before actually I got into the filming. Because ये film की shooting 3 साल चली. So when I came to set, I couldn't hold a sword also. He's the one who taught me how to do every single thing. Because he had already done it. And he does this with every scene. He performs it. And that's just now he's just, that's I am one aspect of the 24 crafts that he is going to talk to. So all the 24 crafts, he has already somewhat in his head executed it on whatever level he has imagined it. And for example, like he's somebody who used VFX before people even people knew what VFX is.
Okay, South versus Bollywood. Tell me, क्या difference है?
The difference I have particularly noticed is South की फिल्में ज़्यादातर अपने geographical area के बारे में और जो वहाँ पहले हुआ है, जो हो रहा है, जो हो सकता है, उस टाइप के स्टोरीज के बारे में फिल्में बनाते हैं.
आसपास जो हो रहा है उसके बारे में.
हाँ, they are always, I feel like their content, I think right now is translating globally primarily because they are choosing to tell rooted stories. And also their strategy, they don't work from the standpoint of choosing, they're not trying, their audience is not certain segment in a certain segment of people. They go for basic human emotions like माँ बाप का प्यार, माँ बाप का रिवेंज, भाई का रिवेंज, बहन का रिवेंज, बेटे का रिवेंज, और stories that are basic human emotions. So they tend to tell many more stories about basic human emotions through different storytelling formats. And they are also concerned about, they are very much concerned about putting their perspective the way it is. They're not trying to service different kinds of people. They're trying to only tell what they feel fully. And I feel like that has really worked, I think, for the South. And I feel like that's why so many of their films are translating, regardless of it sometimes not being dubbed in different languages. Sometimes people are still watching Tamil and Telugu films even if they are not dubbed. I know so many people who come and tell me, हमने film Telugu में ही देखी है, हमने film Tamil में ही देखी. Because it still kind of communicates. उसका emotional level इतना strong होता है ना कि आपको वो महसूस नहीं होता कि अरे ये भाषा इसने बोला क्या मुझे समझ में नहीं, क्योंकि उसके बोलने से आपको मतलब नहीं है. आप जो देख रहे हो आपको वैसे ही इतना फील करा रहा है कि आपको you're not concerned about the smaller the specifics. Versus I feel like Hindi has always created, I mean I have been inspired by Hindi cinema, and that's why I became an actor. But I feel like sometimes when you try to create work which is for everybody's consumption, I feel उसमें थोड़ी खिचड़ी पक जाती है. So, and the films, if you notice, which are doing well or have done well and have had a profound impact, they have been about human emotions. It's not been about specific segments of the audience.
जैसे recent time example दो.
Recent time example would be Lapata Ladies. I don't know if it did well on the box office though, but I think it's something that's really spoken about because I feel like it's an amazing movie. I loved it a lot. If you talk about commercial successes, I think Stree. It's literally like
right now it's like making.
I love it how I have had the good fortune of being in from KGF to Bahubali to Stree to Jailer. I don't know how this happens, but it's great. I'm not complaining. But yeah, Stree. Like I think they're saying. What they've done very intelligently is, and I love Amar's work for that, is he's saying a larger thing about women and how women should be looked at and perceived in a horror comedy. So he's taking a superbly commercially viable genre, but saying something very profound with it. And I believe to say anything profound, आपको उसे बहुत ही interesting way में communicate करना पड़ता है, वरना कोई भी profound चीज़ अगर आप profound तरीके से बोलने की कोशिश करो तो वो तो पूरी तरह से नीचे जाएगा.
Very difficult genre which I don't know how Stree has been able to crack. क्योंकि horror comedy मुझे नहीं लगता इंडिया में भूल भुलैया के अलावा कोई ज़्यादा बड़ी success थी.
I had a film release in January called Aranmanai. It's a Tamil language film. It made 100 crores. It's just a Tamil language film. It was never dubbed in any other language. It was female led. It was me and Rashi. And it was fully like, the glory was fully ours because actually not many female led films in the South make 100 crores. It's not every day that happens. You've seen men's films making maybe maybe doing better business. But in the South, you can count the number of films which are female led and made 100 crores. And I had it just this year. And it was a horror comedy. So the genre is actually, see, that's what I'm saying. In India, the moment you make stories which are about what हर इंडिया के हर गली और हर विलेज में अगर आपको वो बात समझ में आ सकती है तो वो स्टोरी कनेक्ट होगी. लिव इन अ लापता लेडीज कनेक्ट्स टू एवरी अर्बन ऑडियंस, बट वो स्टोरी तो विलेज की है ना. लेकिन हम अर्बन लोग कनेक्ट करते हैं क्योंकि वो उन लोगों के बारे में नहीं है, वो उनके इमोशंस के बारे में है.
Yeah.
So the moment the stories are about emotions it works.
So you worked with Rajnikant sir?
Yes, I had the amazing time.
क्यों लोग इतने पागल हैं उनके पीछे? Why do you think what's really सबसे fascinating चीज़ क्या है उनके बारे में?
He is the most purest person you'll ever meet. The purest, and at the age that he's at and the amount of just the sheer amount of movies he's done and the amount of adulation and fan following he has, he is the most humble, and not humble for a abhi na everyone is, he's a demigod, so everyone will it's not a put on. It's an actual thing. If I have seen somebody who's truly humble, it's him. Like I remember we were shooting Jailer and we were shooting the Kavala song, and he just did the step once, and all the dancers in the background, the moment it got cut, they went like, whoa, they were screaming and hooting, and he was like, and he turned back and he waved at them and he gave them acknowledgement that he values their existence and the fact that they are like screaming for him. He validates his fans. So when creative people say मैं अपने लिए करता हूँ, मुझे समझ में ही नहीं आता, because I'm like, जो हमारे देश का सबसे the biggest actor that we've had and who's glorified to the level of God, वो भी अपने हर फैन को वैलिडेट करता है क्योंकि वो फैंस की वजह से ही बने हैं. और ये समझना कि एक एक्टर एट द एंड, जैसे आपने भी नोटिस किया होगा, एक्टर्स तो बहुत बनने आते हैं लेकिन स्टार्स सिर्फ कुछ ही बन पाते हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि स्टारडम आपको सिर्फ लोग बेस्टो कर सकते हैं. आई एम टेलिंग यू, नोबडी कैन बेस्टो यू विद स्टारडम. क्यों जिस दिन मास फॉलोइंग हो जाती है उस दिन वो इंसान स्टार बन जाता है. एंड वो पहले भी शायद उतना ही अच्छा था, लेकिन जिस दिन लोगों को पसंद आ गया ना, उस दिन वो कहीं और चला जाता है.
Why there's a culture of worshipping people? Because you said he's almost a demigod.
Yeah.
वो true है. साउथ में लोग worship करते हैं एक्टर्स को.
यार क्योंकि फिल्में ना वो सिर्फ उनके लिए एंटरटेनमेंट नहीं है, वो फिल्में उनके लिए एक जरिया है कहीं ना कहीं जो वो अपनी ज़िंदगी में पूरा नहीं कर पाते, वो किसी और पर्दे पर देखना. और I feel like in the South, I think consistency has been because for them movies is they really they are very very I don't know, it's a lot more than entertainment for them, and I feel like that's the reason films are looked at like that, actors are looked at like that.
I keep seeing reels like that, log doodh chada rahe hain.
Yeah, it's another level of fandom that you see. And it's loyal fan following. Absolutely loyal. Like I sometimes I'm like, how can a person not be humbled when someone just loves you for you?
But why does it happen? Like
it's just mania. It's amazing. It's just the movie. जो बड़ा पर्दा होता है ना, वो लोगों को ऐसी चीज़ें महसूस कराता है जो वो अपने ज़िंदगी में खुद कभी शायद महसूस ना कर पाए अपने एक्सपीरियंसेस के द्वारा. वो आपको एक अलग दुनिया में लेके जाता है और वो कुछ वक्त तक को आपको भुला देता है कि आपकी प्रॉब्लम्स क्या हैं. एंड आई थिंक दैट्स ऑल्सो द रीज़न आई बिकेम एन एक्टर. दैट्स अ वेरी बिग रीज़न आई बिकेम एन एक्टर. व्हेन आई यूज्ड टू वॉच मूवीज एंड तभी ना I don't know how it was for you, but तभी मेरे time में there were VCDs and DVDs and like you know we had from the same time. So like those they used to just whenever I used to get those and I used to play them, every time I finished a movie, I would just feel a sense of hope. कि यार life is good. At the end सब अच्छा हो जाता है, सब ठीक हो जाता है. I was very hopeful. So I feel like because movies made me experience hope in this way, I had a strong urge to become an actor.
बचपन से ही आप बहुत इंटेलेक्चुअल थे, आप forgiving थे, आपको फर्क नहीं पड़ता.
Forgiveness? I'm curious. क्या वो
मतलब at least like just not giving time. Let's just put it this way कि मेरे को एनर्जी मेरी कहीं और लगाना नहीं है, मेरे को मेरी एनर्जी
correct.
Who am I? मेरे को better answers में ही लगानी है. Like all of that you were clear.
Yeah.
तो what I want to know कि ऐसा why do you think ये इतनी जल्दी आपको क्यों हिट हुआ?
मैंने I don't know आप कितने उम्र में काम करना आपने शुरू किया. मैंने किया 13 साल की उम्र में और
मैं 16
में करेक्ट. सो क्वाइट काइंड ऑफ सिमिलर. मैं सिर्फ जानती थी कि मुझे एक एक्टर बनना है और एक एक्टर बनने के लिए क्या क्या करना है वो मैं करने को तैयार हूँ विथ अ सर्टेन सेट ऑफ मॉरल्स रूल्स विच वर्क फॉर मी एंड माई लाइफ. एंड आई थिंक आई ऑलवेज बिलीव्ड इन बीइंग इन द शायद मेरे पिता से आता है. आई थिंक ही ऑलवेज सेड यू हैव टू बी ऑन द राइट साइड ऑफ राइट. वरना and by right is not a moralistic idea. It's actually he's somebody who's very scientifically and mathematically inclined.
Achha.
So he always said that everything is cause and effect. There's nothing like moral. Right and wrong is another sphere, but everything is largely cause and effect. So if you're on the right side of things, means if I'll do this, there's going to be an effect, not a moral perspective to it.
Interesting.
So he said you'll always have to be on the right side of right. That would help you to negate most of the problems in your life. Ups and downs वो तो सभी के जिंदगी में होता है, वो तो कोई रोक नहीं सकता. मुश्किलें तो आनी हैं एंड अनएक्सपेक्टेड मुश्किलें आनी हैं, लेकिन जो प्रिडिक्टेबल मुश्किलें हैं वो नहीं आएंगी अगर आप राइट हैंड साइड ऑफ राइट पे हो. तो ये मेरा बहुत ही लाइफ का बहुत ही मेन मंत्रा रहा till I was about 28 your age.
और ये पता कैसे चलता है कि अब मैं राइट साइड ऑफ द राइट पे हूँ?
आई थिंक जब भी मैं कुछ करने जा रही हूँ मैं पहले सोचती हूँ कि इसका परिणाम क्या होगा.
हर चीज,
everything, including switching on the geyser and wondering how much time is it going to take for it to heat. Because am I going to really go to the washroom and shower at that time, or will I take 15 more minutes or whatever? Because I don't want the geyser to burst. This was just an example. I have a geyser that's automatic. I get it.
Like this is like a itna basic cheez pe bhi you think about.
Yeah, I think it. I feel like because I became somebody who realized that I don't know. I feel like it's important to negate predictable problems. I want problems that I can't expect. And I don't mean to prod you, whoever's up there. Please don't give me unpredictable problems. But I mean just because that's how I think.
So you want predictable problems or unpredictable?
Unpredictable problems.
But
predictable problems, वो आप negate कर सकते हो just by approach. And that's what I do on a daily basis when I'm on set. Like when I meet my teams, like when you sit with your teams and you debrief them or you talk to them about anything. My everyday instruction to my team is, please do not bring me predictable problems. Means आपको पता है कि अगर कॉस्ट्यूम का ट्रायल नहीं हुआ है तो कॉस्ट्यूम का प्रॉब्लम होगा, ये अगर अरेंज नहीं हुआ तो ये टाइम पे नहीं मिलेगा. ये सारे जो प्रिडिक्टेबल प्रॉब्लम्स है इसको सिक्योर कर दो. अब अगर बारिश आ गई और आपका शूटिंग रुक गया, वो आपके हाथ में नहीं है. किसी का एक्सीडेंट हो गया, कुछ बुरा हो गया, आप वो कंट्रोल नहीं कर सकते. कुछ अनफॉरसीन हो गया, उसके लिए दैट्स जस्ट बियॉन्ड यू, सो यू लीव दैट. बट जो प्रिडिक्टेबल प्रॉब्लम्स है उसे कम से कम प्रिवेंट करिए.
तो आप लाइफ में इतना कैलकुलेटिव, इतना प्रेडिक्टिव, इतनी सारी चीजें सोचते हो, रॉन्ग राइट, कॉज इफेक्ट, डोंट यू थिंक बहुत स्ट्रेसफुल नहीं हो जाता?
एक्चुअली मेरे हिसाब से ये स्ट्रेस को कम कर देता. मीन्स
लाइक लिविंग कैलकुलेटिवली.
Calculative is one way of saying, I think calculative has a slightly negative
Let's say practical.
No, for me it's been, हम ना ज़्यादातर हम अपने नेचर से जीते हैं. Like I feel like most of us we are what you call, we are somewhat servants of our own nature.
Yeah.
लेकिन अगर हम उस नेचर को किसी तरह मनूवर कर सके. एंड मनूवरिंग हैज़ नथिंग, इट डजंट हैव अ नेगेटिव कैनिटेशन, क्योंकि अपना नेचर ही एक चीज़ है जो आप अपने आप कंट्रोल कर सकते हो. लाइक फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आई एम अ फूडी. I love eating food. Like my day starts with what will I eat. Eating that, I think what will I eat next, and then after that I'm still thinking about dinner. Like these are like
right now
priority.
you're like, मैं क्या खाऊंगी?
Yeah. Like it's very, very important for me. So food is a very important part. But I'm in a profession where, you know, the moment there's one more inch on my skin, you know, I am judged. So I also feel like I could get over a lot of my problems and my shortcomings because I was able to maneuver myself, and I kept myself open enough to maneuver myself. Had I been somebody,
explain करो, I can't get it.
Basically आपका nature जो भी है, like for example आप नींद नहीं, you don't like sleeping for example, आपको सोना पसंद नहीं है, लेकिन अगर आप आज decide करो कि यार आज मैं अब से ना सोने वाला हूँ 6 घंटे 8 घंटे मन से सोने वाला हूँ, एंड आप उस पर काम करें, शायद यू विल वेक अप वन डे एंड फील लाइक डैम, मुझे जो कुछ चीज़ें अपनी ज़िंदगी में मुश्किल लग रही थी आज शायद सोने के वजह से वो उतनी मुश्किल नहीं है, और यू नो इट माइट ओपन अ कम्प्लीटली डिफरेंट डायमेंशन ऑफ योर लाइफ. क्योंकि हम इस उम्र में फिर भी कम जिंदगी जिए हैं, हमें आगे बहुत जीना है, एंड उसके लिए आप जितना एक्चुअली एक्सप्लोर करें आप अपने नेचर से बाहर जाने के लिए, आई फील लाइक दैट वुड रियली मेक.
बट डू यू डू दैट?
आई डू दैट. I've been doing that for the past 2 years.
तो क्या है सक्सेसफुल फेज, क्या होता है, और फेलियर फेज क्या होता है फॉर यू?
पहले इनिशियली तो आई थिंक सक्सेस एंड फेलियर यूज्ड टू बी फिल्म्स, बिकॉज मैंने यही किया है, मुझे बहुत पसंद है. और अगर आप प्यार की बात करते हो या आप ऑब्सेशन की बात करते हो, ये है मेरा पहला प्यार और मेरा ऑब्सेशन. ये आई थिंक फिल्म्स एंड फैमिली आर 2 things that are the foundation of my life.
Okay.
They are the 2 things that mean the most to me. फिल्में इसीलिए क्योंकि मेरी पूरी मैंने आज तक जिंदगी के बारे में जो भी सीखा है ना, अपने काम से सीखा है. इनफैक्ट कितने ऐसे बहुत बार हुआ है कि मैं एक फिल्म सेट पे गई हूँ, मैंने एक कैरेक्टर निभाया है, और उस कैरेक्टर को निभाते निभाते मैंने अपने बारे में काफ़ी कुछ बातें सीखी हैं, और उसको सीखने के बाद मैंने उसे बदल दिया बिकॉज आई फेल्ट लाइक इट्स नॉट नेसेसरी इन माई लाइफ. तो हाँ, मेरा पहला प्यार एक्चुअली मूवीज रहा है. एंड
तो सक्सेस क्या होता है?
उस वक्त फिल्में थी शायद बचपन में, एंड वंस आई गॉट अ सर्टेन लेवल ऑफ recognition and appreciation, it started to become, I think, just having a good day. Like the day, every day for me now, I started to live life. What is a good day?
Explain good day.
I started to live my life in days and not into long-term planning.
Acha.
Like I think before that I was like, I'll get at 30, I'll finish working, and then I'll get married, I'll have kids. Okay, life will be set. That was at 20.
Yeah, okay.
That's a lie. That doesn't happen, guys. In case you're thinking that. No. So I think from that point onwards, I said, you know what? I am going to, quoting Titanic, make each day count. And
वो phase था 20s का.
Yeah, that was early 20s. But the day I decided I'll make each day count, my life changed.
आज भी you live by it?
आज भी I live by it.
So tell me a day which you think कि रात को सोचते हो जब कि आज सक्सेसफुल डे था और आज फेलियर डे था, बिकॉज आप डे वाइज काउंट कर रहे हो. तो आइडियल सक्सेसफुल डे क्या होता है?
आइडियल सक्सेसफुल डे होता है, okay, it'll be, I'll wake up in the morning, I will do my meditation, my prayers, go to shoot, finish my day of work, and then attend someone's party.
Oh, you're a party person.
Yeah, so I am a very like not like an outdoor party, but like a house party scene, but like full Govinda dancing, rager, like अगर हो सके तो लोग, अगर अभी आजकल तो कोई 6 बजे तक जागता नहीं क्योंकि 30s में कोई नहीं जाग सकता, बट 20s में किया है. It's quite a shift. In 2 years you'll meet and you'll be like, I have back pain, my neck hurts.
Don't tell. Like मेरे सारे दोस्त यही बोलते हैं, okay?
But it's all true.
All my friends.
They were all right. So yeah, I would party and hopefully like finish at 6 a.m. if everyone was interested in that plan. And yeah, that would be a perfect day. क्या आपने सोचा है कि वो लोग जो मे बी अपने पहाड़ पे एक बहुत ही सरल सी जिंदगी जी रहे हैं, वो जिंदगी कैसी है? क्या I mean, मैं जानती हूँ कि
मैं बहुत लोगों से बात कर चुका हूँ, बहुत लोगों से बात करता भी
जी.
Complete your thought.
No, I always find that a very curious thing to like explore is there only one right way to live? Which I think is not.
No, not.
I feel like everyone has a very different definition of what a complete life is depending on what their experiences are. Yeah. और हम सभी को खुशियां भी होती है और वॉइड भी होता है, एंड हम अपने अपने तरीके से उसे फिल करने की कोशिश करते हैं. किसी एक बंदे के लिए अगर पार्टी करना खुशी देता है तो शायद किसी और पर्सन के लिए सोना होता होगा या कोई और काम करना होता है, वीडियो गेम्स खेलना होता होगा. बट सबका तरीका अलग है. But yeah, I've always been very curious about the life where it is not so fast paced, not so achievement driven, and something that's where every moment is savored in a different way. Because I think for us, savoring every moment is exploring what we do to the fullest potential. But somebody who doesn't have an agenda for the day, what is their experience of savoring life? I think that's something I'm very curious about.
You curious about it? I've tried to explore it in my life. Once मैं Oradea में था. It's a small town in Romania and Hungary border पे. Okay, and I was there as a teacher for 45 days. I was teaching young kids. This is my phase where can I live a small life? Can I try to be away from achievement and things?
That's
not
nice.
for me.
Yeah.
Not for me, because I think I get my sense of purpose by challenging myself and giving others.
Yeah.
और मुझे वो दोनों उधर लगा कि यार नहीं हो रहा है.
Yeah.
मतलब मैं खुद को चैलेंज ही नहीं कर रहा, मैं कुछ दे नहीं रहा. Like I'm not able to become a provider.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. But I've met a lot of people who love that life. उनको मजा आता है क्योंकि फिर वो it's also I think what you value in your life.
Yeah.
बहुत लोग ना छोटी छोटी चीज़ें वैल्यू करके बहुत enjoy करते हैं. I've met people and वहाँ पर भी यहाँ पर भी लोग सनराइज वैल्यू करते हैं, लोग सुबह उठ के वॉक करना वैल्यू करते हैं, लोग सिर्फ स्लो मॉर्निंग वैल्यू करते हैं. दे गेट अप एंड दे लाइक शांति से बैठ के खा लिया ना, सोचना नहीं क्या करना है.
Correct.
वो बहुत वैल्यूबल होता है उनके लिए. कभी जाके फ्लावर को देखते रहते हैं, दिल ईट, दिल हैव देयर ओन कॉफी. मतलब वो खुद का बस डे जी रहे हैं और उस चीज़ को बहुत वैल्यू करते हैं. आई डोंट डू दैट. इज इट राइट और रॉन्ग? आई डोंट नो. पर बिकॉज आई डोंट वैल्यू दैट अ लॉट इन माई लाइफ, इसकी वजह से वो लाइफ मेरे लिए नहीं है.
ये लाइफ आपके लिए नहीं है. लाइक आई थिंक ये मैंने अपनी जिंदगी में I think after I had I started my the Kriya Yoga that I do, I think that's when I started to, I don't think you can actually run away anywhere calm and peaceful enough for you to feel calm and peaceful. I realized that I will have to do this while I live this life, which is why consciously, intentionally, I started slowing down my mornings. I was somebody who would spring out of bed. Like I would just jump out of bed.
I am that person.
Right? I started to wake up, spend my time there, just absorb the fact that I'm awake. Whenever I would see the sun rise, I was, in fact, a couple of years ago, I bought an apartment which is sea facing. And I did it only because I wanted to see the sunrise.
Lovely.
And I think that's one of the things I'm really, really happy about, that to be able to achieve these goals. For me, when I am doing my prayers and when I'm offering a few flowers, I'm always most excited to see how the flower looks. And I'm always like trying to find the best flower.
Nice.
To share. And so I think I started to spend create these moments in my life while the madness is happening, because the madness is a source of adrenaline, it's a source of excitement and enthusiasm. But every time I wanted to do anything fast, I started doing things slowly, because I feel like if you want to really get somewhere really fast, you should do things really slowly. And it's a contradiction in itself.
Yeah.
But it surprisingly worked like a charm for me. Like the moment I started slowing down when I really wanted to achieve something quickly, I could perceive. Like my biggest problem was when you're very fast paced, and when you're restless, your ability to perceive becomes, you think, because I've been fueled by restlessness all my life.
Yeah.
So I was that person who always thought, nahi yaar, you can't waste a minute, you can't waste 1 hour, half an hour just like chilling or doing whatever. But I realized when I was absolutely calm and composed, and while I was doing something very frivolous, actually is when I realized what I really wanted to do. So those moments
You enjoy.
I enjoy. So even when I made this house that I live in right now, I was like, हाँ मैं मॉरिशस में थी, शायद मॉरिशस में थी या मालदीव्स में थी या कहीं बीच साइड पे थी, एंड आई वाज लाइक यार ये नज़ारा हर दिन देखने क्यों नहीं मिलता, ये होता तो मतलब लाइफ सेट होती. तो मैंने सोचा कि अपना घर ना मैं ऐसा ही बनाऊंगी, मैं बीच वाइब वाला घर बनाऊंगी. माई हाउस शुड लुक लाइक अ स्पा. So I made my house like that. It
Nice.
looks like a spa.
Nice.
There's a jacuzzi in the front, on the deck.
Oh,
I was
lovely.
like, with a shower on the top. I did everything that it makes it look like a spa. I was like, मुझे कहीं बाहर नहीं जाना चाहिए ये experience करने के लिए कि relaxation और काम क्या होता है.
Lovely.
And as bizarre as it sounded to my parents at that time, they still went ahead with the idea. How many times have I used the jacuzzi? Questionable. Very questionable. But it feels good to see it on the deck.
It's so this is luxury life of luxury fantasies of Tamanna.
Yeah, these are my fantasies. Total fantasies.
घर पूरा it's so different क्योंकि मैं opposite, मुझे beach side कभी घर ही नहीं चाहिए, मुझे sea side घर नहीं चाहिए. नहीं, मेरे को city चाहिए.
City, okay.
I'm a
like high rise?
Yeah, I need a proper penthouse.
Okay.
I need to see chaos. मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगता वो काम. It's
Kalesh.
Like,
good
Kalesh
Kalesh,
is very wrong and negative
तो
word
पर
to say.
फिर तो तुमने काफी सारे वर्ड यूज किए, कैलकुलेटिव ये वो तो पर्सपेक्टिव हो जाता है ना. कलेश इज नथिंग बट व्हाट डू यू से, chaos.
Chaos.
हिंदी में कलेश ही बोलते हैं.
नहीं, chaos क्या?
What is the Hindi word for chaos?
Wow.
Someone Google this.
Okay, chaos मतलब
What is chaos? Please explain in Hindi language.
I don't know.
Because
Wow.
it's Kalesh.
Kalesh मतलब
was it Hindi your first language?
हाँ. पर
तुमको
chaos
नहीं
को
पता?
कभी हिंदी में नहीं बोला ना, मतलब कलेश.
What is अच्छा, give me the Hindi word for chaos, no? I am just trying to say every word is subject to perception. Like chaos can be a good thing in your head.
Yeah.
But for somebody else, chaos is a mess.
क्योंकि
But you like chaos because chaos in your head is a great thing. Because
it's
that
a great
fuels you.
thing. It fuels me because it tells me, मतलब मुझे वो बोलता है कि अभी बहुत कुछ है करने के लिए. मैं ट्रैफिक देख रहा होता हूँ नीचे और मुझे लगता है कि इसमें ना ये चीज़ सही कर सकते हैं, ये चीज़ सही कर सकते हैं. मैं होता तो कैसे करता. इट्स अ मेंटल एक्सरसाइज विच आई लव डूइंग. मुझे बहुत पीस मिलता है. माई काइंड ऑफ मेडिटेशन इज, मैं मेरे इधर नहीं है अभी, इधर था अभी थोड़ी देर पहले. सो देर आर वाइट पेपर्स, वाइट बोर्ड, और मैं आधा एक घंटा सिर्फ बैठा रहता हूँ और कुछ ना कुछ लिखता रहूँ. कुछ इट कैन बी एज रैंडम एज कि ओके, अगर मुझे ऐसी लिपस्टिक बनानी होती जो कभी हटे ही नहीं, लड़कियों को बार बार वो they don't have to put it again and again, right? हर थोड़ी देर में लड़कियां कैरी करती है लिपस्टिक अपने साथ, बाथरूम जाती है फिर वापस करती है. तो अगर मुझे बनानी हो तो क्या करूंगा मैं? रैंडम प्रॉब्लम, ना मेरी इंडस्ट्री, ना मुझे लिपस्टिक यूज करनी, ना मुझे कोई मतलब है.
Right.
जस्ट आई वुड ट्राई टू सॉल्व दिस प्रॉब्लम. ट्रैफिक बहुत है दुनिया में, करप्शन बहुत, लेकिन कुछ some random.
Yeah, why not?
So this is my way of meditation ki I just let myself loose on an endless thought process which has nothing to do with my current problem in life. Like I just love it.
So I think you like problem solving.
हाँ,
that's a very essential part of what you do then.
Yes. तो I love untangling. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि सब chaos है, तो मैं हर किसी को streamline, एक structure, एक thought process में डाल दूंगा.
Tell me what is your idea of an ideal man?
idea of an ideal man.
Yeah.
Oh wow, ये मेरा क्वेश्चन था, पूछने वाला था आपसे, पर
but the tables have turned. Tables have officially turned. I love this. मतलब मेरा भी podcast हो सकता है ना, अगर मैं करना चाहूँ तो.
Perfect.
I qualify, right? हाँ जी sir, बताइए.
So ideal. Why don't you tell me first? Why don't you tell me? I'll tell you. I have a definition in my head.
I want to know. This I actually am curious to know. This is a genuine question I had for you because I felt like I wanted to know from you.
I've never thought of it this way, but the moment you ask me as an instant thought जो मेरे दिमाग में आता है, I think an ideal man is someone who's not lazy. And I tell you what do I mean by lazy. Lazy in relationship. Because a lot of people feel that you just need to be there and be loyal in the relationship and that's it. I think that's a bad sign. Like laziness can kill your relationship. And what I mean by that is just that random call, out of the blue kisses, small gift, that effort, telling them that they really, really matter, making them smile out of nowhere, picking up a call and like, hey, I love you, you know, that. And just like doing these little things, which you usually take for granted when you don't do that and you're not lazy about it. अरे इसमें क्या है, ये तो होता ही रहता है. Like I know this. I think that man who puts in efforts on daily basis, whether it's relationship or professional life, I think that's an ideal man. Because at the end of the day, no matter how much you try or I try, I'm not going to be the perfect man.
Sure.
But I can be an ideal man just by trying every day and putting these little efforts. And a lot of people, after a long time, they get lazy. Like, हाँ हो गया ना, मिल गया है सब. So to me, that's a wrong definition. But the right one is being not lazy.
Girls, this is a great first date question. Please do use it on many people. I really feel like this is one of the most unique answers I have heard to this question. And I am really impressed. Congratulations to whoever you're with. You get 10 on 10.
Thank you so much.
This is so beautiful. Like, it's so simple. But it's not that I'm sure this is not the answer most average person would give to this.
Really?
I'm really intrigued. I'm really happy to hear this actually.
Wow.
I'm really, really happy to hear this.
But I genuinely mean it.
It gives so much perspective into a human, you know. This simple question actually gives me so much insight into what you... and I feel like I relate to this. And the same goes for women, by the way. It's the exact same thing. It's no rocket science. I think laziness it kills a human being only. Because you're not here to experience and explore. You're just living in some inertia of I don't know what.
And it's a lot of people misconcept this every time I talk about it. I mean, laziness in general. मैंने कभी ideal man के context में बात नहीं करी. जब भी मैं लोगों से बोलता हूँ कि ऐसा, तो लोग सोचते हैं कि यार हर टाइम थोड़ी एक्साइटेड एंड रोजी हो सकता है.
बट क्यों नहीं?
100 which is one way to look it, but हर टाइम नहीं भी होगा. पर when you are not let's say excited also or exhausted, तब भी आप एक छोटा सा एफर्ट खुद के लिए ही डाल सकते हो. And to make things better. So I think being not lazy versus being excited every time is two different things. Like complete. What is your definition? Batao. Ideal man. Actually, let's make it ideal woman. And definition change karni padegi.
I love it. When it's not the usual route. The ideal woman. I feel someone who can be fearless to explore every aspect of life. Because I think a woman is designed in a way that she can, you know, can become a provider if needed. Can nurture. Can generate whatever is needed. So I've always felt like the ideal woman is somebody who also understands that at the end of it, she has to choose. Will the choices be easy or not? That's a individual question. But I feel like an ideal woman who is someone who actually makes a conscious choice as to what is that aspect of her life that she wants to embody at that point of time. Because there is nothing that she actually can't do. This I say because I've actually seen women in my life who have been the provider, who've been the organizer, who've been the source of
strength in the house,
and at the same time have been able to nurture, bring up kids, take care, do everything, and also take care of themselves. Like, I feel like an ideal woman has to be somebody who first prioritizes herself, and there's somebody else. Because if you're not going to take care of yourself, you can never take care of anybody. And I feel like sometimes, we all have learned certain toxic things because we've seen women who, in the process of being holier than thou, कि यार मैं बहुत ग्रेट इंसान हूँ, मैं सब कुछ दे दूंगा, उस चक्कर में वो खुद ही इतने बर्बाद हो जाते हैं कि वो किसी और की मदद नहीं कर पाते.
I've seen in my life, and I'll tell you, with my friends, with a lot of people, I don't want to pinpoint and talk about a specific person, but I'll tell you, I've seen जहाँ पे women, लड़की को, क्योंकि वो ऐसी फैमिली और सोसाइटी में थी जहाँ उसे सिर्फ ये सिखाया गया है कि आपको एडजस्ट करना है, बाकी सब चीज़ें आपको मिलेगी. पहले माँ बाप सब देते थे, बाद में आप शादी करोगे आपका पति सब कुछ देगा. आपकी लाइफ ही है कि जो आपको प्रोवाइड कर रहा है आप एडजस्ट करके रहो, क्योंकि हम चलाते हैं, राइट. तो उसको खुद को वैल्यू करना नहीं आता था. उसको पता ही नहीं कि मैं तो एडजस्ट करने के लिए हूँ, आई एम जस्ट गोना बी देयर, राइट. एंड अ गुड पार्टनर taught her how to value herself. A good partner, उसने उसको सिखाया कि yes, मैं तुझे स्पॉइल भी करूँगा by providing everything. At the same time, मैं तुझे I'll try to bring some passion in you, जिसमें like I'll help you discover your passion so that you value yourself. And passion can be तू creative है, तू arts में अच्छी है, तू just लोगों को take care करने में अच्छी है, maybe organizing अच्छी है, या कुछ नया career start कर दिया तुमने, या like you can be anything, right? And because हमारी अब society ऐसी है कि जहाँ में हम ना ज़्यादा लड़कियों को सिखाते ही नहीं है कि कैसे वो खुद को वैल्यू कर सकती हैं. इसकी वजह से मुझे लगता है कि हमारी जनरेशन में एटलीस्ट हम सब लड़कों की हम लोग की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी की we should at least empower her to feel visible and valued. Because वो जब खुद करने लगेंगी तब overall relationship भी बहुत better हो जाएगी. And then the independentness, then the financial independence, like वो सब चीजें start हो जाएगी.
Because सब लोग खुश नसीब नहीं होते राज. Unfortunately, that's the reality.
ऐसा लगता है हम कुछ कर ही नहीं सकते.
That's the reality.
And it's so sad.
I just feel like आज के ज़माने में अगर एक औरत फाइनेंशियली इंडिपेंडेंट है ना, उसके बाद बहुत सी ऐसी चीज़ें होती है जो इनकॉन्सिक्वेंशियल हो जाती है. लाइक you can take a lot of decisions. You become in a position of power when you're financially independent. आपको वो power of choice मिल जाता है क्योंकि nobody's paying your bills. The moment you're paying your bills as an adult, a lot of things, you will feel the burden lighten. You'll feel the burden relax a bit. Like I remember when I was 28 is when I started partying in my life. मैंने 16, 17, 18 साल की उम्र में पार्टी कभी किया ही नहीं था. मुझे पता ही नहीं था पार्टी करना क्या होता है. मैंने at the age of 28 पहली बार properly पार्टी करना शुरू किया.
Interesting.
Because I was an adult. I was financially independent. I knew what is good for me and what's not good for me. I had that understanding and that perception. And then I explored because I felt like I am not answerable to anybody because I have already my basics intact, So I feel like for a woman, if you're financially independent, the burden will become naturally lesser. So if that is intact, I also feel it's very important to not feel like someone will come and rescue me. Someone is going to take care of me. As much as you can find a man who is fully in his masculine self, providing for you, giving you everything you need, you have to also be fully complete and be a provider. So actually, contrary to popular belief, if the man is a provider, the woman is a nurturer, provider, blah, 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 everything. And that's why if many people say women are the superior species. Why? Because she is. And this is the way she is in. Because she can do everything.
It's a very important thing which you have said.
आप या मैं कभी भी बात करते हैं, किसी भी प्लेटफॉर्म पे जाके बात करते हैं. This is something that I think कभी-कभी अगर आपने कहीं पे कह दिया और किसी ने सुन लिया, आपको नहीं पता कि क्या वो ये देख के सचमुच प्रभावित हो और वो अपनी लाइफ में वो डिसीजन ले. सो आई फील लाइक फॉर मी द वे टू क्रिएट एनी काइंड ऑफ इम्पैक्ट हैज़ बिन दिस, बिकॉज अगर मेरे हाथ में कुछ भी है, शायद मेरे शेयर करने से कोई लड़की कहीं पे ये सुने और उसे लगे कि हाँ यार, आई एम लिमिटलेस, बिकॉज एक्चुअली वुमेन आर. Truly enough, they are. I've seen too many women who are limitless, and I feel like it's so many voices that one must cancel in around yourself before you can hear your own self. And I'll be honest with you, Raj, I myself struggled with it for a very large part of my life. शुरुआत में बहुत मुश्किल था अपने आप को ऑनर करना. मैंने हमेशा दूसरों के बारे में सोचा, अपने लोगों के बारे में सोचा, हमेशा अपनों के बारे में सोचा, वो कैसे महसूस करेंगे, वो क्या फील करेंगे, वो क्या एक्सपीरियंस करेंगे अगर मैंने ऐसा कुछ किया जो उनके समझ के बाहर हो. लेकिन मैंने अपने लाइफ में बहुत मच लेटर अपने आप को ऑनर करना शुरू किया. एंड वो भी क्यों ऑनर करना शुरू किया, क्योंकि वो मेरे लिए एक बाधा बन चुका था अपने काम में, अपने क्रिएटिविटी में आगे बढ़ने के लिए. मेरी क्रिएटिविटी एक पॉइंट पे ऐसे आ गई थी कि मेरे पास कुछ था नहीं और देने के लिए. आई फेल्ट एम्प्टी व्हेन आई वेंट ऑन टू द सेट, एंड आई जस्ट फेल्ट लाइक मैं क्या कर रही हूँ, मुझे मतलब आई डोंट फील लाइक गिविंग दिस शॉट, आई डोंट फील लाइक सेइंग दीस लाइन्स.
You were like खाली हो.
I was खाली, and I was like, but why am I feeling this way? And then I realized that it's because when you, for extended periods of time, don't honor yourself, and most women do that, thanks to conditioning. They actually prevent themselves from becoming the limitless power that they are.
Tell me an incident कि जहाँ पे आपको ऐसा लगा कि मैं सिर्फ दे ही रही हूँ, like it's just मैं हमेशा दूसरों को आगे रखती हूँ.
I think it happened in every. So for me, I've noticed a pattern where मैं जो भी क्वालिटी एम्बॉडी करती हूँ, it trickles into everything. So it trickles into my profession. मतलब maybe on a set, somebody like on a set every day is like everyone wants to say extend the time for X number of hours because उनका कोई तो मतलब एक तो लाइट हमेशा जारी होती है हर दिन. एंड every new set you will go to also will be like आप ये थोड़ा और कर दो. तो I always push myself beyond to a point where I would be on the verge of a brink, like अभी तो मैं टूट ही जाऊंगी, physically mentally I'm done, but I'll still push it. I'll always push it because ये शायद किसी और को benefit करे. But ऐसा एक वक्त आने लगा, and even in relationships there came a point.
क्या किया?
In a relationship I just felt like no, I'm before I experience love or I experience care, and if someone has to give me something first, I have to become that, which I think to some degree is not a bad idea.
Yeah.
But and I still use that in my personal life, and I think it works wonderfully. But ये जब एक गलत इंसान के साथ होता है ना, तो फिर वो नेगेटिव हो जाता है.
क्या किया? Give me.
Just giving
What do you mean by giving? Like in a wrong relationship? Because I'm sure बहुत सारे लोग सुन रहे होंगे.
Yes, I feel like जब आप अपने इंस्टिंक्ट को नज़रअंदाज करके किसी और पे ज़्यादा भरोसा करते हो अपने आप से, आई थिंक आपको अपने आप को ऑनर करना बहुत ज़रूरी है, अपने खुद के इंस्टिंक्ट्स को ऑनर करना बहुत ज़रूरी है, वर्सेस अगर मैं ऐसा करूँगी तो दूसरे के साथ क्या हो जाएगा. इन अ रिलेशनशिप आई थिंक दैट्स वन ऑफ द ऑल्सो द रीजंस बहुत से लोग एक्सटेंडेड पीरियड्स ऑफ टाइम के लिए बुरे रिलेशनशिप्स में रहते हैं, क्योंकि उनको लगता है कि अच्छा अगर मैंने सपोजिंग से मैंने ब्रेकअप कर दिया तो ये तो इस बंदी की तो लाइफ ख़राब हो जाएगी, मतलब ये तो पूरी तरह से टूट जाएगा. ये इस चक्कर में पीपल डोंट गेट आउट ऑफ equations for years, and then I mean no wonder we all hear of stories, right? 10 15 साल लोग शादी करने के बाद they have to part ways, because they haven't grown together in the relationship, or they've just उन्होंने बहुत टाइम तक बर्दाश्त किया किसी चीज़ को और अब वो थक गए बर्दाश्त करके, तो इसीलिए they've separated. So I feel like I have seen this happen to a lot of people, and I feel like it came from a place of not honoring yourself.
Because you are thinking कि अगर मैंने इस बंदी के साथ ब्रेकअप करा तो उसकी लाइफ खराब हो जाएगी, वो क्या करेगा, वो क्या करेगी, मेरे एक्शंस उसको बहुत हर्ट करेंगे.
How does it impact another person?
तो वो क्या सोचेगा या वो क्या करेगा, उसकी वजह से मैं उसके हिसाब से चल रहा हूँ लाइफ में.
Yeah, you're just making
you
me do
that?
things. I think at a point of time in my life I did. Yeah.
Are you happy about it that it happened, or you're just
No, I
you
think
regret
यार
it?
बहुत टाइम बर्बाद हो जाता है. बहुत ज़्यादा वक्त बर्बाद हो जाता है. I think अगर हो सके तो इंसान अगर जितना हो सके, I think it's nicer to be able to learn lessons as fast as possible because I don't want to live many lives. Yeah, I want to live many lives in this one life. That's my goal. If you ask me what's my real goal in life, मुझे बहुत सारी जिंदगी जीनी है इसी जिंदगी में because I want to just I don't know if many lives exist or don't, but I do feel like it's possible to live many lives in one life.
Oh yeah.
So
I agree with it. I'm not that person that I want to live many lives.
Yeah, it's exhausting, guys. I have my neck hurts, my back hurts. Listen, it's ample.
I want to do everything extreme. जो एक choose करा है मैंने life, मुझे वो इतनी पसंद है कि मैं इतना extreme कर दूंगा. Okay, if you could pick one thing in a man, which every man should inculcate in their life or build something in themselves to make their relationships better, what would be that one thing?
One thing.
एक चीज़ जो हर लड़के को करनी चाहिए because it's a good thing to do.
Listen. Just listen. Just listen to your woman. Because I feel like sometimes women just feel like, there's nothing that a woman can't do. But the problem is that sometimes you just want to be heard and you just want to speak aloud and you just want to take the load off. And sometimes most relationships, I think, fail because one of the partners is not listening. And it's not important to bring a solution. It's actually not important to solve the problem. It's just important to listen and
be there
and just give that empathy that I hear you. I hear your issues. I hear your problems. I hear what you want out of life. I hear your aspirations. And they matter to me.
झूठ है ये. लड़कियां चाहती बात करो, talk to me.
Okay, you're the guy. I'll take your word on it.
Messing around because I've seen so many times it's like you're fighting and then you're like, okay, ठीक है, I don't want to talk. You say, why you're not contributing in this conversation? And then this became,
Did you commit that I will always talk in the middle of?
No, I was just making fun because so many of my friends, they feel men specifically, I've had this conversation a lot of times, why don't you listen? Because I realized this very early on कि sometimes मतलब the woman in your life, उसको solutions नहीं चाहिए, वो जानना भी नहीं चाहती है कि कैसे solve
what you think about it,
मतलब कुछ वो चाहती है assurance कि you are there to listen to her.
Yeah.
Right? That's all is that she wants. फालतू उसको ज्ञान मत दो कि ऐसे हो जाएगा, सही वैसे हो जाएगा, नहीं चाहिए, right?
Mostly not.
Like she's capable enough to solve it herself. She just want to vent it out. Let her vent.
Yeah.
So I asked a lot of my friends and so I feel मेरे बहुत सारे friends हैं ना, उनको attack लगता है. They feel they're getting attacked. Like specifically men.
Yeah.
Every time women saying something, they feel they're attacking, they're complaining.
Correct.
I feel women makes you better and they want to improve.
Yeah.
तो वो अपने साथ साथ तुम्हें भी improve करने की कोशिश करती है, साथ में सब लोग better हो life में.
I am not a fan of those women, by the way.
Okay, no, I'm not saying
actually, I'm not a fan of
change.
No.
Like so they get better.
No. That's the first. That is a red flag in a woman, by the way.
Why?
Just FYI.
I feel a lot of women try to become better.
No, the thing is, I just feel like I've noticed this, that people, you can change small things if you really want to, okay? But I feel like the moment a woman or a man, again, the moment you're trying to change a person, please don't be with that person. Because I feel like that is the single most easiest way to ruin a good relationship.
Why?
Because, I'll tell you why.
Sometimes...
No, I'll tell you why it's a bad thing. It is because when your idea is, it's a form of control, by the way. If you're trying to change somebody, it's just a way ki yaar, I want this person to behave like what I think he should behave.
Changing is one thing, but expressing that this is how things can get better, and like this is what I feel.
That's different.
I don't feel this
then
problem.
it's the man's decision.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a man's decision.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Men feel sometimes if she's expressing that this is how things get better,
Yeah.
and this is what I would feel, XXXXX.
Yeah.
उनला attack कर रही है.
Huh, but then see, those are I'll tell you what, those are temperamental issues which are in the. अभी इंसान जितना ही इवॉल्व होगा उतना ही प्रॉब्लम को समझ सकता है. दिस इज the problem you're raising is completely different from the standpoint that कि this is that individual's issue with you know, the woman. But if she's not attacking, supposing she's only talking, also depends on how the woman has spoken. Now, what if she's screaming? And if you're actually attacking someone, where you're supposing supposing you and I, example, are in a fight and I attack you by saying really nasty things, वो फिर तो कोई भी बुरा, किसी को भी बुरा लग जाएगा. But अगर वही लड़की ने शांति से उसको जो चाहिए साफ तरीके से, साफ दिल से अगर उसे बयां किया, तो I don't think
they're gonna be able.
No, but I think also I have seen this, and this is something that has again is a standing thing in my life. I feel like you have to approach every human being, वो बच्चा हो आपके घर का या बूढ़ा हो, you have to approach them with sensitivity. Like you cannot, even if you're saying something you don't like about the person.
What's your love language?
What's my love language? For me, I think it's actually a combination. I think affirmations, somebody who's positive
Words.
And time, physical time. Yeah.
So I read about this concept very long time ago, and मुझे लगा कि all five are needed.
Sure.
Like
yeah.
for my partner and for me.
Yeah.
Like she should feel that I do act of service for her. She should get all the gifts that I should be giving her, whatever she wants. She should get the quality time. She should get the physical touch.
Yeah.
And at the same time, she should get words of affirmation.
Yeah.
It's a combination of everything together. It's not one thing ever, because you'll be going through so many phases in life where you will be craving different things.
Correct.
And you'll need different things.
This makes absolute sense. I think that's probably what it is. But if I think one has to, I'm sure like for some people, something is slightly more and some things are slightly less. Like I know
but
for
also
me,
I think it's phases wise.
Yeah, but I feel like for me, when I was younger, I used to get very offended if someone tried to gift me excessively.
True.
One is naturally receiving and exchanging. So it can be both ways, right? But when someone is just shoving it in your face, it feels a little bit like they're trying to show that they can do something. And I feel like that for me used to go
like they're
opposite
putting a
direction.
Price tag to my...
Yeah, they're putting a price tag. Yeah.
What are the patterns you bring in your relationship? Do you think because of your past beliefs, experiences, insecurities, you've brought some patterns in your relationship?
I definitely, I whatever I want in my partner, I become. That's a genuine thing that I arrived at that. Like I think I didn't have that before, but early on it was about giving, just giving. Whether the person is, in the position to receive or not, it was all about giving. Because again, that's another toxic positivity that can happen, where you just give and you're not concerned whether you're getting or not. But I felt like a relationship is always two-way. It has to have giving and taking. It's that exchange that makes a relationship.
So your pattern was good girl behavior. Like I should not hurt this person.
Yeah.
तो मैं और ज़्यादा करूँगी और ज़्यादा करूँगी.
You can't.
That you don't bring now?
No. I feel like I'm honest. I'm true in a relationship. I'm very expressive and I'm very caring. I am very good at understanding what you don't say. Like that is my. I think that's
God gift.
Yeah, I think that's an instinctive thing where I am very instinctive about my partner. Like I will know if my partner is unwell. I'll know if my partner is not feeling good. I will, and I also understand, I think what really I feel good about as a woman is that we all know what hurts our partner. We all know intrinsically. I will make sure to any extent to not do something consciously to hurt my partner. That's something I do consciously.
What was the biggest heartbreak and why did it happen?
So I had 2 heartbreaks which were extremely important in my evolution. The first happened because I was very young, and I think it came from a place of I wanted more. I felt like I can't.
ये सही नहीं है.
No, I couldn't. Just for that one person, I don't think I could have given up many other things that I had wanted. So I felt like there's much more to see, much more to explore. So that didn't work out because of that. And I think another heartbreak was largely because I could see that the person is not good for me in a long.
Not good for me, मतलब क्या? Give me traits.
Not good for me as an influence in my life and as a long-term partner. Oh, another red flag is like liars, like people who lie for small things, like lying for very small things.
जैसे
like say this pen is something that you've bought, but actually it's gifted to you. Example. Oh yeah, there are people who pathologically lie. People who just lie. They lie, and the funny part is they lie for small things. Nothing big, nothing large, but they will just lie. So then they lie for everything.
Just because a habit.
It becomes a habit, yeah.
कि एकदम से सच नहीं बोल पाते.
नहीं. So that's a
red flag. और
big red flag.
जैसे ये पता चल जाए तो भागो.
Yeah, 100% भागो भाई.
What's the best advice you've got?
Relationship advice. मैं तो बोलूँ किसी की ना सुनो. I swear.
No, what's the best relationship tip that you have gotten?
I have gotten. जो प्रॉब्लम आपको एब्सोल्यूट रिलेशनशिप के शुरुआत में दिखती है ना, लाइक इन द फर्स्ट 1 or 2 weeks of the relationship, those problems will persist and they will become the roadblock in your relationship.
Oh.
So the first,
it never changes and evolves?
It doesn't change because your first, like आपको पता है ये problematic zone है, ये persist करेगा.
नहीं यार, होता है.
This is an advice that किसी अभी मैं जिस बंदे ने मुझे एडवाइस दी मैं उसको जाके बोलूँ नहीं, राज ने बोला कि नहीं ऐसा नहीं होता.
मैं काउंटर करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ.
हाँ, but this is what I was told and I think it worked for me.
It worked for you.
Yeah, I also experienced something very similar, so it's true in my experience.
Interesting.
Maybe not in Raj's, but in mine.
The best relationship advice and the best relationship tip I have heard of is to build a long-lasting relationship, you stop counting. So you stop counting mistakes, you stop counting arguments, you stop counting money, you stop counting the number of times you get jealous, the misunderstanding, the arguments, the fights. The only thing that you count on is on each other. And that's how the long relationship goes. Like stop keeping a count of कि तूने तो इतनी बार गलती की, तूने इतनी बार ये किया, तूने, like no.
Correct.
And that was to me was a game changer.
Yeah.
That stop, like that's just a beautiful advice.
I agree.
How do you spend your money? What's the expensive thing you've bought?
How do I
just
spend?
last
I invest.
Money zone.
I invest.
We'll talk.
I invest. Yeah. But not through my. I don't invest. Like I don't know also how to like clearly do that. But my father's been somebody who's helped me understand and also has done it very, very well.
Invest मतलब कहाँ क्या invest करते हैं?
In different things like in real estate, in stocks. I have a gold and jewelry business, so that is there. So again, in gold and jewelry, I made these earrings.
Oh, you have a brand?
So I just make earrings because
you like it.
I like it, and my father's a jeweler. I make these earrings because I feel like I want to wear things that I feel I can wear with my normal clothes. मुझे एक तो, and I have noticed this has happened to me personally. I bought I have touched the access to best of the brands nationally, internationally. And whenever I have bought something, which is like a earring, I have danced at a party.
And निकल गए.
और फिर एक ही earring बाकी है. I have been at a National Day parade in New York. New York था कि New Jersey था, याद नहीं मुझे, but I was wearing another branded, not taking names, branded earring. And I just felt like I want to make stuff which I feel like they're secure. I can party in them. I can sleep in them. I don't want to constantly take out my jewelry because I am anyway working in a profession. मुझे हर 2 मिनट अपना सब कुछ change करना पड़ता है for a look.
Yeah.
तो मैंने decide किया कि I don't want to keep changing. things when I'm personally dressing up. And I feel like normal कपड़ों के लिए मैंने देखा ही नहीं यहाँ पर अच्छी ज्वेलरी. It all looks like we still have an Indian influence in jewelry, which if you're wearing a salwar kameez, or wearing an anarkali, or you're wearing a sari, it works. But अभी मैं ऐसे कपड़ों में कहाँ से like you know उसमें भी एक थोड़ा floral motif आएगा जो Indian होगा.
वो कैसे पहनो? So
if I'm so I feel like I started creating stuff Designs which is my own. Now I feel like at some point when I want to, I will definitely want to make a brand out of this, because I actually am first finding out what I want out of jewelry.
That's how actually businesses are made.
Okay.
Like that's so how every business should be made.
I just had like a moment where I'm like, something that and I've been doing this right now. Most of the jewelry I've been wearing, I've been making on my own, and I'm just enjoying the fact that I'm actually wearing something that is comfortable, is all these things proof. Like you should be able to sleep in it, you should be able to party in it, and something that goes with elevates casual clothes, because normally I don't dress up in gowns. I'm going to an event means I'll dress up in a gown, but aise to I will not you know.
But you should do it.
Yeah,
it'll work. It's right time to do jewelry and stuff.
Artists are two kinds. Okay, one is a muse and one is a creator. Muse का वर्क प्रोफाइल अलग होता है, और क्रिएटर का प्रोफाइल अलग होता है. There comes a point where, and I think I feel like it's slowly happening to me, and it's not just in any one facet, but it's happening to me in like from the movies I do to even if I'm creating a reel. Okay, so let's keep it as basic as that. Even if I'm making a short like a 15-second content piece, I will create it from conception to production completely.
So you're a creator.
I realize this now. I'm feeling like a creator now in this phase of my life. Back in the day, I think I was a muse. And I feel like the ones who will probably be able to translate brands into something truly transformative will be when the muse in them becomes the creator. I feel like at some point, if I want to make a film, I'll make a film also. Like I'm at that phase of my life where I feel like अगर मुझे आज कोई story बोलनी है ना, तो मैं कैमरा उठाऊंगी और मैं निकल पड़ूंगी. Because I feel like और ये एक चीज़ मेरी लाइफ में मेरे लिए बहुत काम की है कि मैंने ना कभी रुका नहीं है किसी को एक अपॉर्चुनिटी मुझे देने के लिए. Because I feel like कभी कभी आप जो हो सिर्फ आप ही देख सकते हो, कोई किसी और को नहीं दिखता, और जब वो होता है तभी आप ही को वो कदम उठाना पड़ता है आगे बढ़ने के लिए. और मेरा ये हुआ है कि मेरे जितने भी मेरे कैपेसिटी में उस वक्त जितना हो पाया है मैंने वो सब किया है. आई नो ऐसे बहुत से लोग होंगे जिनको वो बहुत से लोग कहते हैं कि यार मुझे ना ना तो मेरे पास रिसोर्सेज हैं, ना तो मेरे पास कॉन्टैक्ट्स हैं, ना तो मेरे पास कुछ है, मैं कुछ भी नहीं कर सकता. मेरा पॉइंट है आपके पास जितना भी है ना उसी में करने की कोशिश करिए, बट करिए. बिकॉज आई फील लाइक दैट इज द फर्स्ट स्टेप टू एक्चुअली डूइंग इट. आप जिस भी लेवल पे कर रहे हो लेकिन उसे आप 500% करिए. एंड आई फील लाइक दैट ट्रांसलेट्स, एंड आई फील लाइक दैट्स द रीजन मे बी दिस इज समथिंग दैट आई विल टेक ऑन इन द नियर फ्यूचर एंड एक्सप्लोर. And I feel like because I'm feeling less like a muse and more like a creator, I might do this in different aspects in my life. And I feel like why not?
100%.
I also feel like ये शायद I don't know आपके साथ कैसा हुआ, because आपने तो already ये सब काफ़ी कुछ achieve कर लिया है in your field of work. I just feel like it's very important to build your taste, like build what you think, build what your ideas and ideologies are around things before you actually make a brand. Because I feel like sometimes the bigger problem is not what to do, but is
why you're doing
is what does it stand for? What does it mean? Why you're doing it? Yeah, exactly. Why you're doing it, and also just the ability to detail anything has to be coming from a fully experienced thought, and that comes from life experience. So I feel like just building that actually is the real way of becoming a creator. And for me that naturally happened because मैंने इतना वक्त बिताया and I've been a muse for a very long
time.
I've spent a good 17 years of my life being a muse to various brands or to various different kind of brands. And I feel like पहले उनका वो क्या करना चाह रहे हैं and कौन succeed हुए is also a thing, right? Like you have to see the ones who have actually made it and the ones who haven't been able to make it. It's when the thought is very fleshed out in your head, I feel like that's when it translates.
I partly agree and partly disagree.
Yeah, sure. So, see, you've done a lot of it, so I
no, not a lot of it. I'm also learning. I think I partly agree इसलिए कि वाई बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है
जी,
राइट. बट हर किसी का वाई दुनिया चेंज करना या मेरा लाइफ एक्सपीरियंस कुछ करना वो नहीं हो सकता. इट कैन बी एज सिंपल एज पैसे कमाने. इट कैन बी एज सिंपल एज बोर हो गया कुछ नया करना है. और भी लाइक यार मैंने देखा दूसरों का चल रहा था, मैंने सोचा मैं भी कर लेता हूँ, मे बी लाइफ बेटर हो जाएगी.
करेक्ट.
बहुत सिंपल. बट स्टेइंग ट्रू टू दैट वाई इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो जो भी है वो लाइक ब्रांड स्टार्ट करो तो लिखो कि हाँ मैं इसलिए कर रहा हूँ. यहाँ तो मुझे एक्चुअल प्रोडक्ट मार्केट गैप दिखा जहाँ पे मुझे लगता है कि दुनिया में लोगों को प्रॉब्लम है और ये मेरे प्रोडक्ट से प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो जाएगी क्योंकि मेरी प्रॉब्लम थी. और यहाँ तो मुझे लगता है कि यार इससे पैसे बनेंगे तो पैसे बनाना चाहता हूँ. लाइक इट कैन बी एनीथिंग, जस्ट बी ट्रू टू इट. सो दैट्स व्हाई आई अग्री कि होना चाहिए. पर आई थिंक जब आप काम करना स्टार्ट करते हो एटलीस्ट एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप, आपकी आइडियोलॉजीज फिर बनती है.
राइट.
मतलब आप no matter who you want to become an entrepreneur, you will learn everything. और तुम सारी ideologies तुम्हारी सब बन जाएगी. And what's the most expensive thing you bought?
I'm not a.
Apart from the house.
House is probably the most, but I'm not a spender actually. I'm surprisingly not a spender.
क्यों?
I don't know. It never. I'm more
no
on
cars,
that.
no shoes, bags, Birkins and Kellys.
But that's more out of like. It's also part of the work I do. Like a way of expressing myself is fashion. So for me, whatever I do, I don't even look at it like an expenditure because it's the way I express myself, which also is a sort of investment in the work I do.
Yeah.
So I look at it actually from a more larger perspective that if every time I step out in whatever I'm wearing or however I'm putting myself together, it's an expression of who I think I am. So whether other people perceive me in whatever way they perceive me, that is not my problem. My problem is how I perceive me. And I choose to express that not through just words, because it's not every day I get to do a cool podcast like this. But on an average day, I just put it on.
And do you have Birkins and Kellys and all of that? Have you bought any?
I have one Kelly.
So you bought a Kelly.
Yeah.
Was it out of obsession ki just मेरे को पसंद आ गया?
I actually just like the shape.
अच्छा.
I'm very like, even cars are like that. I'm like blue car.
अच्छा.
I like a rectangular shape in which I can see what's inside my bag. So I'm a little, it's not like I don't enjoy brands, but I feel like I enjoy brands because they bring some kind of practical value to my life. Like I know in the middle I was searching for a haversack, and I got a haversack that I felt that I could really like, and it was a branded haversack, but I really like the practicality of it. Okay. So for me, it's a blend of how it looks and how it feels. And how practical it is. Because if it's not practical, then the looks means nothing. Like I can't do anything with it. But then it's just like one time I'll use it and then it'll stay in the cupboard. So my first buy was, I think, a Dior bag. And yeah, but soon after, like also because I'm literally dressing up in branded clothes every second. It's my job. It's my rosy roti. So I grew out of it really quickly because I realized that there was a time I couldn't breathe in one of the outfits I wore. So I was like, this cannot be luxury. Luxury में मतलब कम से कम सांस तो ले पाए इंसान.
Thank you so much for coming here. It was a pleasure talking to you. And
I don't know how so much time has elapsed, but it's been super fun.
Thank you so much ये एपिसोड एंड तक देखने के लिए. हमें कमेंट्स में बताइए कि क्या और बेहतर हम कर सकते हैं ताकि हम आपके लिए इससे भी ज़्यादा वैल्यूएबल कंटेंट बना पाएं. I'll see you next time. ये एपिसोड किसी एक इंसान के साथ ज़रूर शेयर करना जिसकी लाइफ में इससे एक पॉजिटिव चेंज आएगा. एंड जाने से पहले डोंट फॉरगेट टू सब्सक्राइब. I'll see you next time. Until then, keep figuring out.